Hello, 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 hello. It's your girl Lovely the Great, and this video has been sponsored by Pillsbury pie crust. I absolutely love Pillsbury pie crust, and for those of you who watch my channel on a regular, you know that every 2 days I make a dessert, and I'm almost always using this pie crust. I make cobblers, and I absolutely love it. It is awesome. I've never had a bad experience using this pie crust, and we always have it. So we're going to be making today an apple cobbler, a homemade apple cobbler. We're going to be using green apples today. And because I know you're probably like, Lovely the Great, you've already made an apple cobbler, a homemade apple cobbler on your channel before. I know, because I watched it and I made that cobbler. Well, today we're going to be using the green apples instead of the red apples. There's a little bit of a difference in taste. And a lot of people use green apples. I used the red ones in the first video. So this one we're going to be using the green apples. The other ingredients that you're going to need is some brown sugar. It can be dark or light. Does not matter. Does not matter what brand. Some self-rising flour. You're going to need some white sugar. You're going to need some ground cinnamon. You're going to need butter. And you're going to also need lemon juice. You can use fresh lemon and just kind of squeeze it, or you can use some of the little lemon juice that you can buy in the store. That's about all of the ingredients that you're going to need. So we're going to get started. I've already washed my hands. I am going to open my apples, and I'm going to go ahead and peel them. So first, before you even start peeling, you're going to check and make sure that the apples are good, that they're not rotten and not, you know, bad or whatever. Like this one right here, I would not use this one because it's kind of, you know, brown in the top or whatever. So I would probably toss that one aside. But the rest of them look pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and take the little stems off. I'm going to peel the apples. You don't have to watch me peel them because, I mean, like, peeling apples is not very interesting. But I'll peel one on camera for you guys, and then I'll come back with the apples already peeled. Get my little stool here and get started. So this is how you do it. You're going to just kind of rip that little stem out of there real quick. And I don't have an actual apple peeler, which I've been saying that I'm going to get one. And every time I go to the store, I totally forget the store that I could get one from. So I'm going to basically just peel this apple really good. Just peel it. Try not to take all the apple out of there. And once you're done peeling the apple, then you're just going to slice them. You don't have to slice it exactly how I do. I don't even have a system for how I slice. I just slice. They can be nice and thick chunks, or they can be, you know, very thin. It does not matter. It's going to go down the same way, y'all. It's going to go down the same way. So I'm going to try to do this really quickly. So I'm basically just peeling the apple. As you can see, getting all of the peel off of there. And this would go a whole lot faster if I had a peeler, but it's not unpleasant. Like when I'm peeling potatoes, I'm like literally dreading it. I literally don't like to peel potatoes, but apples are kind of, you know, juicy and sweet, and you know, so you just get a different feel. So now that I've peeled the apple, I'm just gonna slice. This is not the best knife for slicing, you guys. But you can slice it into little slices like this, little wedges or whatever. Or like I said, you can slice them however you want to slice them. So I'm going to go ahead and peel the rest of these apples. I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so now that I have my apples peeled and sliced, I'm going to put them all in a bowl, and I'm going to just rinse them off really quickly. Okay, so this is the dish that I'm going to be baking my cobbler in. I'm going to go ahead and take my pie crust. I'm going to open this pie crust, and I'm going to unroll one of them on the counter here first. It comes with 2 pie crusts in the package. You are to keep these refrigerated, not frozen. So I'm going to take it, and I'm going to just basically unroll it. Unroll it out. Here, just unroll it. And sometimes what I like to do is just kind of stretch it a little bit. Just put it down on the counter and just kind of stretch it, but you don't have to do that because there's plenty. It's enough for what we're doing today. So I'm just going to kind of unroll it, and I'm going to just basically place it into my dish here. Let's try to make this so you guys can see it. I'm going to place it into the dish, and there is going to be some hangover, which is good. The more the better. So you just put it in there like that, and kind of pull it up like that. You guys can see that really good. And set that aside, okay? For now, we're just going to set that aside. We're going to take our bowl with our apples. We're going to take our lemon juice. And like I said, they're not cut in any kind of specific way. I just kind of cut them. I just cut them. There's no specific way they have to be. They're going to be still tasty. So I'm going to squirt about 2 tablespoons of this lemon juice into my mixture with my apples. Just make sure they get kind of, you know, nice and wet. Like I said, if you don't have lemon or fresh lemon or lemon juice, you can use apple cider vinegar. And then just kind of move them around a little bit in there just to kind of coat the apples really well. Just found one that I did not cut. Let's cut that up real quick. And sometimes that happens. It's 2 that I did not cut. Wow. Okay, sometimes that happens when I'm just kind of doing it, but I'm not really making sure I get them all in there. So now that you have your lemon juice on there, we're going to start with, we're going to go ahead and add our dry ingredients, which is going to be our brown sugar, our sugar. One moment, I'm going to go ahead and get that together and get my measuring cup out because I want to do it accurately for you guys. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to put, and I'm going to use measuring cups just so I can make sure that it's as accurate as possible. I like to wing it, but, you know, just for the sake of people, some people don't know how to wing it. So we're going to take 1 cup of our brown sugar. You can use half a cup if you don't want to put, you know, put too much, but I like it, so I'm going to put 1 cup, 1 full cup of brown sugar into my little thingy here. And just kind of crumple it up, but sometimes the brown sugar can get kind of hard in the bag. So just kind of flatten that out in the cup. Get that out of the way. Just kind of flatten it out just to make sure that's how much I have, and it is. I'll go ahead and pour that in there. Take any little hard pieces and just kind of break it off in there. And then I'm going to also sprinkle some cinnamon. Now I like a lot of cinnamon. You don't have to put a lot. I just like it a lot. So I do like about 10 sprinkles. Okay? Shakes, sprinkles, whatever you want to call them. We're going to take the same amount of white sugar that we did with the brown sugar. So I'm going to open my sugar real quickly. I'm going to put 1 cup of white sugar. I'm going to also do 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract. So, 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract. Okay. And then you're going to do 1/2 of a cup of self-rising flour. So we're going to use our 1/2 cup measurement, and we're going to put that in there. This is smelling good already, y'all. Already. Go ahead and put that over in there like that. And then right now, all we're going to do is take our fingers and we're going to mix this in very, very good. Just mix it together. Just mix it in really well. I used a total of 8 apples, you guys. 8 small granny apples. So you're going to just mix this in really well. The juice that we put in there, the lemon juice, is going to help pull the sugars together and you know, from the apple. You just kind of mix this in really good. I'm going to show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Now if you have any little pieces of brown sugar that's like hard in there, you can just go ahead, that's not crumbling, you can take those pieces out. You really don't need them. There's a lot of sugar in here already, and then like I said, there's some sweetness inside of the apples as well. Okay, so now that we've mixed that in really well, we are going to now add it to our pie crust. We're going to just put these over in there, kind of flat into the pan dish. Just kind of put them in there. You can put them in there with your hands. Okay, so we have preheated our oven to 350 just to get started. Yeah, 350. So while it is preheating, I'm going to take some butter, and I'm getting sugar all over myself. That little mixture is kind of sticky. I'm going to take some butter. I'm going to cut some little pieces and put them inside of our, all around inside of our cobbler mix, the dish. So I'm just going to cut it and put them around inside. I'm also going to go ahead and take the other pie crust, and you know how we have some of this pie crust kind of going all the way up like this. I'm going to just kind of take some pieces off. We're going to roll them like this and just stick them inside. Let me bring this down a little bit so you guys can see. Just kind of roll them and stick them in the juice. It's going to give us a little bit of cobbler. Take some of this off the sides and just kind of roll it and stick it down into the juice. You know that nice cobbler? That's what you're going to get with that. Just do this, stick it into the juice. I do this with my peach cobblers as well. It's very easy. You don't have to go and make a separate dumpling. You just use some of this pie crust and just kind of roll it and put it in there. Alright, so we've done that. I'm going to go ahead and open our other pie crust. Just kind of cut it real quick. My hands are slippery. Sorry about that. So I'm going to take this other pie crust, and I'm just going to unroll it right now in my hand like this. And I'm going to place it over my dish like so. Just kind of fold that in all around like that and kind of fold it in and press it up against the side like that. Fold it in and press, fold and press, fold and press. You can kind of go with your fingers like this all the way around and kind of make a little indentions like that. Like 3 fingers like that. If you want, make it look kind of cute. So now that we've done that, we're going to take some more butter, about half a stick of butter or a little bit more than that, and we're going to put it in a cup and put it in the microwave and let it heat up, or a bowl. I just so happen to have a bowl right here beside me that I can use. I'm going to put that in the microwave. too. Meantime, while we have that in there, we're going to take our knife and we're just going to make some little design. You know how your people like to have their apple pie with some kind of little designs on it? Like that with your knife. Does not have to be perfect. There's no specific way that it has to look or whatever. And we're going to wait for that butter to melt. Once the butter's melted, we're going to pour some butter on top, and we're going to sprinkle some more cinnamon. You can put a little sugar on the top if you want to as well. It's totally up to you. This is your cobbler. You do not have to cater to my taste. I like the sugar and the cinnamon. Some people don't want sugar on there too, so you know, because there's a lot of sweet inside. But me, I like it on top too. So I'm gonna check on this butter. It's melted, and it is melted. So I'm gonna just kind of pour the butter on top like so. And now I am going to sprinkle some cinnamon on top, like so. I like a lot of cinnamon. You don't have to put as much as I'm putting. And then I'm going to also just take just about, I'm not even going to use a quarter of a cup, just maybe about, really about 2 teaspoons of sugar, and just kind of sprinkle it. Just kind of sprinkle, not even 2 teaspoons, maybe 1.5 teaspoons. It's totally up to you how much you put on there. Okay, and now our pie, our cobbler, is ready to go in the oven. I am going to wait until the oven is completely preheated. Once it's at the temperature that we want it at, which right now is at 290, so I'm going to wait until it beeps and tell me it's at 350. And I'm going to put this pie in the oven. I'm going to keep it in the oven I'm going to put it on the middle rack, and I'm going to keep it in there for 30 minutes, okay? And I'm going to time it, put my timer on so I'll know when 30 minutes is here. In the meantime, guys, you can find Pillsbury pie crust in your local grocery store, right next to the Pillsbury biscuits and the crescent rolls and the cinnamon rolls, all of those wonderful treats right there in that section of the grocery store. You can also find this on Amazon.com. You can purchase it by the case on Amazon.com, and they'll send it to you. You can just, you know, because like somebody like me, I need the case. I really do, because I'm always baking. I'm always making some kind of pie or cobbler, and they're always getting eaten up before I can get like one slice. I get one slice of every cobbler, y'all, in this house. I get one slice, and when I come back, it's gone. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the oven, and I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like when it's done. Okay, you guys, this is the finished cobbler. This is my homemade apple cobbler, and it looks awesome. I'm just gonna let it sit here and cool off for about, you know, an hour or so, and then it's ready to serve. Tell me, what's your favorite side with your cobbler? What do you like to have with your cobbler, whether it's ice cream, milk, whatever? What do you like to have with your cobbler? Look at that crust. It's so awesome, y'all. And again, you can find the Pillsbury pie crust in your local grocery store, close to the Pillsbury biscuits and crescent rolls and wonderful, wonderful cinnamon buns. You guys, this is an amazing homemade apple pie, cobbler pie, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to post a link in the description box. You can also purchase it online at Amazon.com. Alright, it's your girl Lovely the Great, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.